conduits that took place. Obama promised to release those 28 pages and is yet to do so. Bob Graham, several congressional representatives have been down there and said that after reading those pages, they had to rethink the entire 13 years of policy of the United States. So why aren't those things being released? As an international expert, why would we do that? The second thing is on the situation in Ukraine, where I assume a colleague of yours, Nuland, stated openly that the United States has put over billions and billions of dollars in the overthrowing of that government, and 3 days after that tape was released, her man, who she said we should get yachts, somehow got the job. Now, you have neo-Nazis walking around the parliament and the legislature in the Ukraine, and how can you justify this other than a continuation of the policy of that there should be no more sovereignty, no more nation states that can function? And finally, do you have a favorite Nazi in the Ukraine, or do you love them all the same?
No. Number one, I favor transparency. I think the administration should use transparency more, both in and out of the government. I call for more transparency. I think it would help the case. I have no particular knowledge of what you're discussing there, but I favor transparency. I think it helps the government, the legitimacy of its policies. On Ukraine, Victoria Nuland is, I think, an extraordinary diplomat, outstanding public servant, sacrificed hugely for her country, and she's honest and extremely able, and I'm glad she works for, as Assistant Secretary for European Affairs. So, because she has, on repeated occasions, done, I think, brilliant work, I tend to trust her estimations. I don't know if what you say is true, and I'll look into it.
Right here.
I have a couple questions, please. Oh, thank you. Is it a coincidence that since 9/11, we've lost virtually all of our constitutional rights? And that relates to what Benjamin Franklin said, those who would sacrifice a little freedom for security deserve neither. That's the first question. And the other question is, are you aware of U.S. state-sponsored terrorism, aka false flags like the Gulf of Tonkin? Does the U.S. condone that? Is it actively involved in it? And the final question is, it was great to hear you say that you're against the death penalty. But when 95% of drone strikes kill innocent civilians in third world countries, how do you justify your legal justification for drone strikes?
Well, number one, we lost most of our constitutional rights since 9/11. No, I do not believe so. I think it's a good idea